definitely the number one. But I still don't want it to be that you think you're going to tell me what I'm going to do because you said.
Because submission is different.
No, that's a different thing.
Yeah, like so when we submit, and it says submit one to another first. Then it says wife submit to your husband.
No.
But we're supposed to come together. But that has nothing to do with gender roles. That's us coming together.
No, so that's what I'm talking about.
I agree.
When I say it's not, but it's not just for women. Like America, they make it seem different. No,
yes, they do. They do.
It's definitely very much so equal. We just have rights as a woman.
Right.
We are not supposed to have to worry about certain things.
Right.
And I never wanted to. So I was always okay. And that role, I am already, dominant?
Yeah.
Maybe by nature. Mm-hmm. You know, it just is what it is. So I don't really want to have to be dominant in my relationships. I gotta be dominant with the world. I kind of want to be cute and pink and whatever it is.
Yeah, I want to
soft and pink. You want to be soft and pink.
Nice. Am I lying?
I want to be soft, but you don't want to be pink.
I don't know if I want to be pink, but I do want to be soft. I do. Naturally. I'm a sensitive person. I see it all the time because y'all totally different. I'm way softer than y'all.
You are.
I've said it my whole life.
I've told you all that. I've said that
you made me conscious of it probably about 15, 20 years ago.
I said you all are more sensitive. Like
15, 20 years ago.
She's really nice on the inside. You're more sensitive.
We're very small.
We're about equal.
And we, but we went out and we had a date and she took me out and probably like a year after she passed away or whatever, so have you. And it was the most eye-opening, but I'm very conscious of it. I know that I am. You understand what I'm saying? So I have to be with the world a certain way. Not even that I have to be. It's who I am. It's not a front.
It's protection.
You know?
It's protecting you.
Probably
protects
everything.
Have a space where you can let your guard down.
Be safe.
Yeah. Because I always had to be the only girl, so I always had to be a certain way because you wasn't being like this in community stuff, which you wasn't going to do is disrespect my girls. What you wasn't going to do is disrespect my girls. What you wasn't going to do is
Yes.
Yeah, come to me, that's going to be like,
you got to take up that fight.
yeah.
Yes, and that's it.
And I kind of have that with mine, I guess. So I can stop being bitchy sometimes, but
Is that why you've gotten better?
But you know what? It's a learned thing, though.
It is.
Because sometimes you have to go back and I've had to have conversations. It's like you pick and choose your battles.
Yeah.
When you've gotten so used to being so independent and being so bitchy and complaining about everything, it does do something to that man. And I think it goes back to what you said. We have taken away a lot of the power from our men, and it's where we are today. It is one of the reasons why they step out. It is one of the reasons why they're not stepping up in the world.
Yes.
But because when they try to step up, and I say we as a collective,
I'm with you.
have shut them down.
But
And as a black woman, we are so independent that we emasculate our men.
But is it just black women though?
No.
Hold on. Says the person that didn't want to.
I think black women are so strong.
No.
I don't emasculate anybody.
I have emasculated some men.
I have
That's because they weren't ready to step into
the
the role of
shit
being a
out
man.
of some dudes, but not my dudes. I feel like the ones that needed to be emasculated. I don't know. I hate a disrespectful dude, so I have literally chopped a couple of them heads off because I hate an abusive guy. I hate a disrespectful dude, and I target them to emasculate. Oh, you gonna be like that? Well,
I think
come see me. She ready.
I think we have also done it in ways that we don't realize.
Probably.
In our household.
No, probably.
In our way of.
Well, that's the only way I've done it then.
Well, Nelly has a very good point because she's saying subconsciously. She knows I probably did it in my household. Subconsciously, they're submissive.
That's what I said.
I don't think we're doing it necessarily in a malicious way or that we're trying to, but it's like some women, you'll be like, hey, can you take the trash out? And he's like, yeah, I'm going to do it. Never mind, you're going to do it, I'm going to do it.
Oh.
That in a sense, taking and emasculating
But
it.
that is
That's what I just said.
So you take away that power, and then when he doesn't do it, then oh, this nigga don't ever do nothing.
Ellie's
The trash
husband
don't
is
go
school
out.
or something. Now she's gonna act like we need to be in the know somebody to tap her and to her subconsciously emasculating.
Let me tell you,
Thank you for sharing the
there's
jewels, though. I need the
no,
jewels.
she's right.
Because I'm tapped in right now.
I had to take a step back. Some people are very submissive to their household, right? And in some instances, I have a problem with that. I'm like, why the hell this family situation, and you tell me that you got to do this right here? I had to take a step back. I'm a single woman at this point in time. That person over there is a married woman. So I need to, one, step back. I'm rolling in a certain way. She got to roll in a certain way, because when I leave, she's still got to keep her household intact. And therefore, I can't be judgmental anymore.
That's it.
Yeah.
Because whatever's going on in that household, is that household.
That's right.
So if you have to ask your husband for every little thing you do, if that's the way your household
Y'all okay with that? That's y'all role?
If more women understood,
That's true.
because I don't do
But I
that.
had to learn that.
I never did that. You each
you know
it.
He says own.
Yeah.
I don't never look at nobody
And you
it couldn't
will.
be me.
And-
That's stupid.
But I had to learn that, and I learned it
Crossed your
early
mouth.
on.
Huh?
And I learned
All the
it
time.
early on.
But I'm never,
But not to say it to them. No,
certain women are slow. I never push nobody to break up.
No.
I'll push somebody to stay through all.
No.
I'd rather deal with 10 mistakes than 10 dudes. I say all 10 mistakes.
I agree. And
I say all 10 mistakes. So I'm not a pusher.
And that's what I'm saying
that's
with the
You know, but
emasculation.
like Nelly, what she's saying is right, because first of all, everybody has different personalities. You come in here and talk about something that's going on. I don't deal with you. I'm probably not going to want to. Probably not. You should ask why. It's definitely not. But probably not. But no, seriously. I'm not gonna want to be married to her husband.
Right.
So whatever it is that y'all got going on over there, if it works for you, it works for you.
Right.
Y'all not gonna want to deal with the guy that's dealing with me. You understand?
Right.
It was never gonna be for you. But first of all, you only have enough bark. He liked to play the games. Now he wasn't putting the energy, so she was never going to get somebody like him.
Right, well that's what I'm saying. Like,
You know what I mean?
Work.
So it is stages.
It
And
just
people
wouldn't.
need to stay in their lane. Because
You gotta
even
know
when
what's
we're
gonna
talking
work.
now, it's in general. Take the meat and leave the bones. Whatever fits for
You
you.
better say that.
As my
Say that
husband,
one more time.
as my
That's a
husband
t-shirt
would
right there. I like
say,
it.
Okay?
take what's for
TM,
you and keep it
Straight
moving.
market.
Yeah.
The whole meal might not be for you, so take what's for you
That's
and
it.
keep it moving.
Yeah, that's
You
it.
know.
But we have to also learn as women where to fall, how to speak to our men, and where not to emasculate them even in the household.
I am
Whether
so
it's
tapped in right
whether
now.
it's their mother,
Because I'm a subconscious.
whether it's the
emasculator.
wife, whether it's the sister, us learning that. And I say black women, it's all women.
Yeah.
When
Well,
I say
you're a black
black
woman.
women, I say black women because that's what I am, and I feel like we're a lot stronger, and we do it more openly.
Definitely more open.
We do it more openly, and so that's why I say that.
So generations of a tear down, because even as a Trinidadian woman, black woman, Dominican woman, black women,
Yes.
Yeah.
we are black by nature.
Yeah.
Do you think that over the years of trauma in society, we have a build? Because I heard somebody say something before, like, son, angry black woman, and I was thinking, damn, walk a fucking mile in our shoes. Because you have to understand the pain and the history. People want to date it back to some yesteryear stuff. No, I'm talking today. We have struggles too. We are sometimes technically bottom of the barrel.
They've been ongoing struggles that you say bottom of the barrel. We have not been
bottom
able
of the barrel because
No,
when
I know,
went
but
to
I
my
wouldn't say we
inter-
haven't been able to dig out from the bottom for 10 years ago, but we're still trying to.
We are the best that ever did it, first of all.
'Cause we had
Period,
to.
point blank. But I went into my interview like that in 1998 when I had my hair, and they told me that was unprofessional. I was never qualified to.
Oh yeah.
I didn't get the head teller job. I mean, I didn't get the branch manager job because our guards. We have levels of stupid stuff that we have to deal with.
Yeah.
I tapped out because I'm not beat.
Man, we just talked about that.
I'm not beat, so y'all can have this stuff. I'll make my own.
Yeah.
We are black women. I'm untouchable to y'all,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna do it with or without you. Now I'm mad. That was easier. Punch in, punch out. Oh, y'all gonna mess with me? I'm cool, But we have anger for so many different reasons.
Yeah.
So many different reasons, because we do have to be the dominant, and sometimes we don't want to. Because you got to be the male and the female subconsciously, and you don't want to.
But do you always have to be, or
Well,
is
it
it that
depends on the situation.
It's that learned behavior, and even when we don't have to?
Yeah, of course we do. Certain
In some
situations.
situations, but I think in others, because we've had to do that for so long, we
We're
don't
just
take a
accustomed
step
to
back.
it.
We're accustomed to it, and we jump in.
Yeah.
I'll give you a plain example.
No, you said it earlier.
Yeah.
I looked at me when you said that was emasculation.
I look at my mom and my dad.
I can think of how many times.
No, she was talking about me. She was talking about me in that moment. It's like, stuff.
I took a grab bag.
I
Came home, I had the whole bunk bed set.
Put together, yeah. Because I can't wait for you.
wait a minute.
9 months pregnant.
So,
Take it so long.
when I first started dating my husband, I was building my fixing things in my house, and I was building my office.
Yeah.
He came with me. We went to IKEA. We got these 2 shelves. He helped me bring them into the house because, of course, they were heavy as hell. I wasn't ever going to bring them in by myself. Brought them in. He's like, I'll be back. And so I'll help you build them. I was like, oh, okay. So he's on his way out the door, and I started building my bookcases. 5 minutes or maybe 10 minutes later, he turns back around, comes back in the house. He goes, I knew this was. Come on, let's just do it, because he said, give me a moment. I'll be back to help you. But he needed to take a minute to do whatever. We'd been out all day.
Yeah.
But I just had to get them done.
Because you needed them.
Because I wanted it done that moment.
Yeah.
He didn't say no. He didn't say, I will not help you. He said, give me a moment.
So here's the thing, it doesn't always have to come, because like for
She
me,
was also
sometimes,
so used to being by herself.
that's what I was going to say.
And that-
sometimes it comes, so when you said, do we have, no, it's subconsciously when I start talking about all the stuff that we go through.
No,
So
I
this is
agree.
what you always, and it doesn't always have to be spiteful. Like I had to explain to you the other day, like, I'm actually just doing it because I thought that I would be taking the pressure off of you. I know that you actually, so I thought that I was doing, I thought that it was a help. I wasn't trying to emasculate you and take your voice as a man. So communication is major, because he thought I was trying to strip his right
But
from
he
the
thought that because of his past experiences.
But that's the experience for most men. Though.
Yeah, it is.
And that's the problem. That's and it's back to that
And we've all been guilty of it.
emotions.
We've all been
and
guilty.
it's back to
So we have to do better as the women, because if I was not the person that I was, it would have turned into well, first of all, it was actually some real big stuff.
Well, my husband.
I left in everything,
Because I kept doing
seriously.
stuff. Oh, there was the deck situation. So he's helping me paint. And he left and I started painting the back deck. He's like, I told you I'd do it. I said, I know, I was just trying to help out, just move it along. But things like that, even though we're thinking we're doing some good in the whole thing, I mean, he literally afterwards, he said, I stayed because God told me you were my wife, because you were so difficult. And I'm like, but I wasn't trying to be. I was just doing what we do, right?
But this
Carrying
is why
the load.
communication matters.
It
You have
does.
to be comfortable.
But at some point, you also
talking.
have to start looking at you.
No.
Figuring out how do I
Communication
start coming into this
has to matter.
into this situation?
Tell
again?
me. He said, I said, you my kids, ex-wives. You ain't never had to have a conversation with somebody.
Problem. They have.
And he really did. So it's cool. Because guess what? I'm a talker. You're not
But
allowed to be a certain
you know what? But now
with
that's
me.
changed his perspective on some things, and it's going to make him think about some things. So the next interaction is going to be a little
Oh
different.
no, it went a lot better the next time. It was perfect. But I was saying, I'm never trying. I don't know what this complex is. Who even have time? I'm not trying to emasculate no man. First of all, I
might
got
not
kids to
even
do.
realize
I got
it.
kids. I'm just gonna be the mean mom. I'm I'm never trying to mess with you. Like I can call my kids right now and bitch about something. If that's what I wanted to do. Somebody didn't clean the room, somebody ain't take the trash out, it's dishes in my sink. I don't want to be bitchy by nature. This is my break. So if I do anything, it's not but so everybody is different, because if a man has a certain thing that he likes it, that fulfills him as a man, I like this. This is what I like to do. So you don't get to do this no more. When we go, if I say we're going out and this, that, and the third, you don't get to order the food. If you hungry, you need to let me know. I need to hurry up. You don't get to just decide that you're gonna go.
I think I like that. That's how I ended up with my first child.
I didn't have a problem with it, but what I did.
She ordered my food. I like this.
No, but what I did was I thought that I was doing something good. I'm like, I'll just go get something. By the time it comes back, it'll be food here. He's like,
no, I took it the different way. I was like, oh my god, nobody's ever ordered from me.
nah, that's.
But it was interesting. He's like, so what you think you want on the menu? What looks good to you? I was like, I'm gonna get this. And when the waiter came, I was getting ready, and he's like, she will be having, and he ordered what I wanted. It wasn't like he just ordered what he wanted me to have. I was like, oh.
Turned out. Little chicken head.
She was.
I was turned out.
We talked about it after the date, so yeah, that was real.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's how you an easy catch.
Sometimes it don't take much. It don't take much sometimes. But then you roll through life.
Yeah.
And
That
then you're
shit get whacked.
jaded, and then all that stuff is like, nigga, please, I can order my own shit. I don't need you to order it. That's what's gonna happen.
But that's because of other things that have happened.
But with that, right? It just takes us sometimes to have to step back and analyze, because yes, a conversation is so easy, but if they're already
it ain't.
But it is.
It's easy for us.
But not for everybody.
No, I
It's
get
not
that.
easy for everybody.
But I'm saying,
I could not get a full, even afterwards, and I was at my most humble. I was saying, okay, let's just talk. It is not easy. This is easy because we are communicators.
What I'm saying
It is not easy for everybody, and sometimes people, even when it's easy to the thought, it's not easy to deliver.
Yeah.
Right.
And I agree.
So that will cause a problem.
And I agree. And that's what why I was going to say, even though a conversation is easy, sometimes you got to take a step back and figure out, okay, how do I learn how to communicate even if it's nonverbal? You know, because sometimes you really got to take a step back and say, okay, what am I doing?
Yeah.
How can I do something different? How can I show my appreciation so that they can be open
when you have women that
for
do
us
that?
to try to have that conversation?
What happens when you have women that do all the self-reflecting in the world? You give all the excuses in the world. You give all the passes in the world. You do all the working with in the world. And then you still have the guys that are ungrateful, that are still going to mess up
That's
after
not your
mess
guy.
up.
And then that's your guy.
That's not your guy, baby.
This wasn't for me. This
No.
is podcast. This is exotic. You got somebody that's going to look at this.
Overall,
Yeah.
I'm going to say
I'm going to
that
keep
this
self-reflecting
is not,
right
no,
now.
because self-reflection
Dummy.
does not mean
I self-reflected.
become a punching bag. There's a self-reflection
Right, that takes place.
that takes place within me. For example,
Yes.
I made myself a punching bag for about 10 years. So I'm listening to this and I'm saying, I
no,
know what you're saying.
there's a difference. So, for example,
Self-reflect and
okay.
kick. Don't self-reflect and catch.
she stated how I was by myself for so long, and I was such an independent person that when the right man came along, I didn't know how to be.
Fact.
Just sit back and let him do.
It's hard though.
Okay?
You've been doing it.
I've been doing it for the longest time, since I was 20-something years old.
Yeah.
22, 18,
I mean,
by
even just
myself.
being the oldest child and having to take care of
Exactly.
that.
So
situation.
now I know what I
That's a
don't
different
want.
type of trauma too, because what people don't understand is that the oldest child, I don't have that issue, but I was the only girl, so I have it slightly.
The second oldest. And then
No, I have it slightly.
You are the only girl.
I have it
so-
slightly because I had to be
As
the
a girl.
oldest.
You have it.
Yeah.
Not even slightly. You have it.
I
You
mean,
do.
my
For
mom,
the other two. Yeah, you have it.
I just wanted it to be
she
hard
has the
and
role
wanted-
of the oldest.
But she's the
Baby.
oldest girl.
Yeah.
You do have it. You
I
do.
didn't want it
You
to-
didn't want her to be you.
Oh,
It is. Because
yeah.
you're the oldest girl. It does. It does.
But it brings another level of, because I always feel a little bit bad, like especially when I look at my oldest and I think about all the pressure that the oldest actually have to deal with and how it affects them just in general
Yeah.
in life. with being desensitized with certain things, with being numb to certain things, and so on and so forth, because it does grow you a little bit differently.
Yeah.
Quick. For the average person, it's just self within relationship. For the older, y'all redoing this all over again once you have children.
Yeah.
In a sense, yes.
Seriously.
In a sense, yeah.
Seriously. So the burnout be on a whole nother level.
Yeah.
The burnout be a little bit different because it's like, damn, I never got a break from
And
this.
then the thing about it is y'all had multiple siblings. I had my one. So at least, you know, I had the one.
And
But y'all had multiple.
everybody has a different level of,
Yeah,
if I gotta take a little bit of that trauma, I know it was a lot easier with the boys than it was with
the girls. Yeah, man.
Seriously. Because that's a whole different
It is.
God gave me them girls.
When they told me they would take her clothes, I was like,
I mean, that's a whole,
I would have thought something.
We had to put our clothes out every night, and they ended up going to school. Like their bus came at 6:30, mine at 7. I'd wake up and my clothes were gone.
See, Keisha.
I mean, but we were three. We were back to back, so we're all wearing the same size.
Right.
So it's not like
No,
one wears a size smaller than another.
Yeah.
So we're all sharing. That's how the daddy did it. There's
the stuff that she
nobody
looked at
has
as
nothing.
trauma, I was so happy to have. I didn't have no sisters. God gave me her. And I used to bump into her in school and be like, it's my shirt. I'm going to be so sued. She look good in that.
No.
I wanted
Not
to
after you done had to iron it and then you put it up there and lay out everybody.
Rock like that.
You laying out everybody and then they wearing your stuff. Like, that is a whole different level.
It's a difference of, hey, you could borrow, then you got your clothes
trauma.
laid out.
And then they
you get in
put
trouble.
your outfit on.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
that's your outfit for school, but they decided to wear your clothes.
Ooh.
So now you
Yeah,
help me
because
late.
girls are the
Because you gotta start all over again.
You know, the girls is different.
They are. They are.
Even raising them.
Yeah,
you
they
know,
are.
God makes no mistake. So I got 3 girls, obviously, for a reason. However,
I got my boys for a reason because I'm not built.
the girls,
I'm not built for it.
I have a lot more patience than you.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Listen, me and my brothers, we have the children that was meant for us.
Yeah.
The youngest one has a boy because I can't see him with a girl. He'd probably go to jail.
God don't make no mistakes.
My
At
middle
all.
brother, he's the more sensitive of the 3 of
He
us.
is.
He has a girl.
Okay.
He is built for that life.
Uh-huh.